Greetings to my family and friends, as well as all my followers and friends on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and more. Today, my friends, we're going to have a different type of health tip, and you'll learn about it now. When we doctors get together at medical conventions, while we're sitting down at the table and imbibing, we usually discuss interesting patients that we've had in the past year because it's an annual conference. Bearing that in mind, I decided to do the same thing here. Because as we know, the aphorism, the proof of the pudding is in the eating, applies to what I'm going to say. Last night, while reading an excellent book entitled Cutting for Stone by Verghese, I had an epiphany. And what was that epiphany? To give to my followers how medical hypnosis and guided visualization can empower themselves to heal. Approximately 6 months ago, I received a phone call from J.S., a 42-year-old female who was one of my first patients when I began practicing in Cleveland, Ohio. She stayed with me for all the years and was seen for minor aches and pains, minor strep throat, etc. I get this call around 5:30 p.m., just before I'm ending the day, and she says, JS says to me, "Oh, HM, you must help me. I need an urgent appointment." So I said, fine. But I said to her, you know, Jay, we can do the hypnosis session telephonically, which we do for out of state or out of the country people who want our hypnosis sessions. I said to her, we can do a hypnosis session. Her reply to me was, no, HM, I must come and see you urgently. Now, I do know that when one practices hypnosis and guided imagery, there's nothing urgent about it. People have had their situations and conditions for months or even years before they come to us. So I acquiesced to JS because of the fact that I knew her so well and that she was one of my first patients. After she flew in, I really had to clear one of my patients off my schedule because I was doubtful that she would come. Well, exactly on time, she rocked up to the office, and I said to her, JS, what's going on? Tell me, how's it going with you since the days that I was your physician in Cleveland? She related to me, HM, you have no idea what's happened to me. I have the worst pain all over my body and I'm very depressed. She was diagnosed as a patient of fibromyalgia and met the hallmarks of the disease as far as diffuse body pains and depression. So after taking a full history, I don't examine patients anymore because I practice holistic medicine, the hypnosis session started. Having put her under deep hypnosis, which was recorded on her cell phone, I took her through the whole healing process, using hypnosis, of course, for fibromyalgia. The startling thing is when she awoke, she said, HM, I am cured, with tears strolling down her eyes. Upon departure, I instructed her to listen to the video twice a day, to exercise, and to eat a nutritious diet. I always tell my patients who come to see me is that it is imperative that they follow up with me telephonically or via email so that I can keep an eye on them and see how their progress is going, and if necessary, have them undergo a second hypnosis session. JS started calling me weekly at the appointed date and time, and every time she spoke to me, she couldn't thank me enough that I was able to cure her fibromyalgia. Isn't that fantastic? Allopathic physicians, those who prescribe medications, the one that is generally used is a drug called Lyrica, Lyrica, but that is fraught with side effects. Hypnosis, on the other hand, is non-toxic and completely free of side effects. To this very day, every Wednesday at 12 noon Pacific Standard Time, JS calls me and continues to thank me every single time. Yesterday, in fact, I received a box of the most precious whiskey that one could think of dreaming. I mean, those whiskeys go for $500, $600 each. In appreciation, JS sent me that box. It's actually a bottle, but it's so expensive that they wrap it in a box. For the next few days, friends, I will do similar case studies, but I'm not going to overdo it. I'll just give you a few examples of patients that see us with their physical or psychological problems. My name is Dr. Hillel Nazansky, and I thank you for listening to this YouTube video health tip.